So here we are, actually just coming down on Route 9 East in Vermont, and we're just headed down Hogback Mountain, down be going into Brattleboro. So I just wanted to continue a little bit about the job search and what I've done. Did a video about the process and the games people play and the interesting things you run into with the AI and the questions and such like that. So the other thing that I don't know, I guess it's me getting older, getting cynical, I guess. A lot of these companies talk about becoming part of the family. You know, oh, you're going to join a family. We're like a family, and you know, I really kind of have an issue with that because the reality is, yeah, you're family, but you're family until you aren't. So, you know, what I mean by that is you're a number. That's it. You're a number. And you know, as long as things are going well and the numbers look good, yeah, you're family. You know, and the place I worked, you know, they do company Christmas parties and summer picnics and things like that, and I would participate. You know, it's a nice thing to do. You know, a nice meal, nice evening out, kind of non-business. But of course, everybody talks shop at these things. And like I say, part of the family. But as you go, I don't know why this camera is doing what it's doing here. But you know, as you go along, you know, they lost revenue, and guess what? This family member just turns into a number. And to make their numbers work, this family member, well, we got to get rid of them, and you're done. You're gone. So it's, I don't know. That's where I have the issue with it. Business is business, and the business has to make the numbers. You know, and the reality is when they pay you, they figure out how much they can pay you and how much they can charge for you, how much they can charge somebody else for you, and they make the difference. That's all business does with your labor. They're reselling your labor to somebody else. That's it. And as long as the numbers work, you're good. You're part of the family, have a job. As soon as the numbers stop working, you're done. And that goes for people that have been members of the family for 20, 30 years. You know, you're highly paid, good compensation package. They look at the numbers and say, all right, well, that family member needs to leave. That's the reality of business. And, you know, I don't have an issue with that. I've been in business myself, and you have to look at the numbers, and they have to work. Otherwise, you don't have a business. So covering some of this stuff up with, oh, your family, nah, it doesn't fly with me. So, you know, you can change how the atmosphere is at the workplace and that type of thing, but at the end of the day, you've got a job to do, and as long as you do your job and the numbers work, you're there. But so I don't know what everybody's thoughts are on that. You know, maybe you own a business and your idea is family. And I've been laid off or very early in my career. I worked for it was actually a friend of the family, and he told another person that when they laid me off, it was like laying off a member of the family. No, all the family members were safe and kept their jobs. It was just a point where my numbers on me didn't work. So out the door you go. And then again, this last one was the numbers didn't work. Out the door. You know, they treated me well. And like I say, I'm not angry with them. It's just the fact that your numbers. So I'd be curious what people think. And you certainly leave a comment. I read most of the comments, all of the comments actually. So don't get a lot. So, yeah, like I say, what do you think?